Your vote counts. The November elections are quickly approaching, and the truth is that at no time in America's history has access to our government been greater. Every American is provided access to government institutions and the people who run them. Unfortunately, too few of us know how to access our government officials in order to be heard. So how do we affect the legislative process? The answer is we become advocates, or persons who publicly support a particular cause or policy, and we participate in grassroots advocacy, which is the coming together of people to raise consciousness and awareness when we see an issue which we feel is not being resolved or addressed appropriately by our government officials. To be successful advocates, we must first understand the legislative process. Hundreds of bills are introduced, but less than 10% are enacted into law. After a bill is introduced, it's referred to one or more committees. After committee hearings, bills are sent to the floor of each chamber for final passage. When passed by both chambers, a bill goes to the governor or president, who may sign or veto it. Why is advocacy important? It's important to let your legislators know where you stand because it frequently can influence how a legislator will vote on a bill. It's also important because it enables the legislators to hear directly from their constituents, those that will be voting the next time they're up for re-election. And it's important because if we're going to change the landscape of long-term care and make a difference, we must be effective industry leaders with a strong political voice. If we all get politically involved, we become advocates building and developing proactive solutions for long-term care, and we become the leading voice for our residents, stakeholders, families, and our communities that we serve. And as a constituent, you have the ultimate influence over a legislator because of your vote. You provide back-home feedback and real-life experiences as a citizen and as a caregiver. Your advocacy is what gets them elected. And remember, you're the expert on long-term care issues. So how could you participate? The answer is to get politically involved. Get involved in local politics to impact and shape policy. Get to know your county, city, state, and federal officials and their positions and issues. Most importantly, support candidates who are running for office that will positively impact the issues that we support in long-term care. Be politically involved because what happens locally affects you, your job, your residents, your loved ones, and your community. And always remember, all politics are really local politics because big city politics start with small town political issues, and it's up to you to educate others about the concerns of towns and cities around the country affecting long-term care. Make your voices heard.